To adapt the story and avoid potential copyright issues, I've made subtle changes to the narrative while preserving its emotional core and structure. The essence, themes, and key moments remain intact, but I've altered character names, specific details, and some phrasing to create a distinct version. Below is the revised story without a heading, as requested. Lila hadn't spoken in over 12 hours. Not during the car ride to the airport, not at the terminal, not even when a kind security officer offered her a candy with a warm smile. She just clung to her father's hand, eyes fixed on the floor. Daniel Carter noticed, but words weren't his strength anymore, not for things that felt fragile. They boarded early, Tokyo to San Francisco, first-class seats 1A and 1B, where silence had room to linger. At cruising altitude, Daniel opened his laptop again. Reports, spreadsheets, a merger in progress. Control lived there. Beside him sat what he couldn't control. Lila, 6 years old, legs folded under her, clutching a worn stuffed bear, a plastic spoon untouched on her tray. She hadn't eaten today. Daniel shut his laptop, his shoulders sagging slightly, carrying a quiet defeat. Then she appeared. Would your daughter like some juice? The voice was calm, professional, but kind. He looked up. Maya Lin, flight attendant, 27, moved with practiced ease but a warmth that felt deliberate. We're okay, Daniel said, firm but polite. Maya's gaze shifted to Lila. I brought grape juice with a lion on the cup, she said, kneeling to meet the girl's eyes. He's a bit grumpy, but he's good company. No response. Maya set the juice down, opened the meal's foil, and picked up the spoon. She hasn't been eating, Daniel murmured, almost embarrassed. It's not you. Maya didn't look at him. It's not about me. She cut the pasta into tiny pieces, balanced a small bite, and said to Lila, you don't have to eat, but it's okay to let someone help. Lila's fingers twitched. Then, without a word, she leaned forward, took the bite, chewed slowly, and swallowed. It was small, but to Daniel, whose daughter had retreated into silence since her mother's death, it was everything. She took another bite, then another. Daniel's chest tightened. Maya set the spoon down, wiped Lila's chin gently, and then Lila whispered, Star. Maya blinked, smiling softly, not dramatic, just real. I'm just the one who listens, she said. Daniel stared. For years, he'd built walls around himself, around Lila, around every space they entered. In minutes, this stranger had crossed them without asking. He tried to speak, but managed only, thank you. Maya nodded and returned to the galley. Daniel watched her go, and for the first time in years, the altitude felt different, like something had shifted inside him. When the plane landed, Lila slept, her cheek against Daniel's arm, her bear tucked under her jacket. He didn't move, watching her peace, a rare thing, not just from the flight, but from a fleeting sense of safety. At the gate, Daniel adjusted his bag and guided Lila forward, her small hand in his. Just before customs, he paused. Stay here, he told Lila softly. He turned back. Maya was heading toward the crew exit, her suitcase rolling behind her. Miss Lin, he called. She looked over. Mr. Carter. I meant what I said on the plane. His voice softened. You got through to her. Maya shifted her bag. Sometimes it's not about getting through. It's about showing up without expecting anything. Daniel hesitated. I'm in Tokyo for 2 weeks. Lila's with me because I thought a change might help. I didn't expect you. Maya's eyes flickered. I'd like to hire you, he continued. Just while we're here. Lila trusts you. That's rare. She studied him. You don't know me. I know you gave my daughter something no one else could. Maya exhaled. I have a flight tonight. I'll cover it. And your time, generously. She looked at Lila, standing quietly, clutching her father's sleeve. 3 days, Maya said finally. That's all. Daniel nodded. That evening, in a sleek Tokyo hotel suite, Maya stepped inside, taking in the rain-streaked windows and city lights. Lila sat curled on the couch, bare in her arms. Daniel gestured to the table. I had dinner brought up. You don't have to stay long. Maya nodded, removed her jacket, and knelt beside Lila. Hi again. I didn't get to say goodbye at the airport. Lila didn't speak, but reached for Maya's hand. Dinner was quiet. Maya helped Lila eat more than usual, not everything, but enough. Daniel watched, silent, like a man relearning something he'd forgotten. Later, Maya tucked Lila into bed, reading half a story before the girl drifted off. Daniel leaned against the doorframe. She never lets people do that, he said. Not since he stopped. Maya looked over. It's not always trust. Sometimes it's timing. Daniel's voice softened. She hasn't smiled like that in years. Maya smoothed the blanket. Kids don't forget joy. They just wait for someone safe to share it with. In the hotel lounge, city lights blurred by rain, Daniel sipped coffee while Maya stirred tea. Why me? She asked. He paused. I've paid specialists, therapists, experts. None reached her. You did. I didn't do anything special, Maya said. You didn't treat her like a problem. Silence settled, heavy but warm. Then Daniel asked, why did you say yes? Maya's voice dropped. Because she looked at me like she was still trying. The next morning, Tokyo's rain softened to mist. Maya tied her hair back, standing in the suite's kitchen. Lila sat at the table, legs swinging, watching her. No breakfast yet, just quiet attention. Maya crouched. Want to help pick breakfast? Lila nodded slowly. Room service arrived. Pancakes, fruit, warm milk. Maya cut the pancakes into small pieces, slid the plate over, no pressure. Lila ate. Daniel walked in, saw it, and didn't speak. He just watched, arms crossed, as his daughter ate like it was normal, because, with Maya, it was. They spent the morning in a small hotel garden, quiet and green. Maya held Lila's hand, pointing out fish in a pond, a tiny lantern on a post. She likes you, Daniel said, catching up. Maya glanced back. You sound surprised. I am. They sat on a bench, Lila tracing characters on a sign. She doesn't let people in, Daniel added. She doesn't have to, Maya said. She just needs someone to meet her where she is. Daniel looked at her. You do that well. Maya nodded, eyes on Lila. It's not a skill. It's memory. That afternoon, Maya sat on the hotel floor, colored pencils scattered around. Lila drew something in green and yellow. A bird, maybe a plane. Where does it go? Maya asked. Anywhere, Lila whispered. Daniel canceled a meeting, watching them, feeling something shift, not guilt, not duty, but presence. That evening, Maya tucked Lila in, reading 2 stories. Lila asked for a third. She doesn't ask for things, Daniel said later. Maya shrugged. She did tonight. In the lounge, he admitted, I've tried for years to reach her. Maya's voice was steady. You're closer than you think. But you're afraid of her sadness. Daniel didn't deny it. What reminds you? He asked. Maya looked at the city lights. Her silence, she whispered. That night, Daniel watched an old video, his wife, Sarah, laughing in a hospital bed, holding newborn Lila. He hadn't watched it since the funeral. Lila stirred, climbed into his lap, and he held her, not looking away from the memory. The next morning, Lila was nestled against him when he woke. He stayed still, wondering if he deserved it. Maya was on the balcony, tea in hand, hair loose. Coffee's inside, she said. I don't speak billionaire. Daniel smirked, sitting across from her. You're good with her, he said. Kids are different, Maya replied. Why? She sipped her tea. When I was 8, I hid in closets. My mom brought home strangers. One noticed me. She left soon after. My aunt raised me, made me feel seen. When she died, I chose flying, safer than staying anywhere too long. Daniel listened. I'm glad you told me. Lila walked in, climbed onto Maya's lap, and whispered, You have quiet eyes. Maya exhaled, kissing her head. So do you. At a small Shibuya bookstore, Lila picked a book with a green cover. Halfway through Maya reading it, Lila interrupted. She died, she said. Maya paused. In the story? Lila shook her head. My mommy. The air stilled. Daddy doesn't say her name. Maya softened. Would you like to? Lila nodded. Her name was Sarah. That's beautiful, Maya said. Is she still in the sky? Lila looked up. Maybe she sees you too. That night, Daniel thanked Maya again. 3 days, remember? She said. He smiled. I'm not counting. The next morning, Lila was drawing when Maya arrived. At a riverside park, they colored together on a bench. Lila patted the space beside her, and Daniel joined, taking a crayon. Later, Lila showed Maya a photo, Sarah, holding newborn Lila, Daniel beside them. She died the next day, Lila said. I remember her smell, like flowers. She sang something, but I forgot it. Then she cried, quietly, and Maya held her. Daniel stood outside, hand against the wall, letting her grieve. That night, on the balcony, Daniel said, She remembered more than I thought. Maya replied. She was waiting for permission. From who? You. He exhaled. Did you have someone hold space for your grief? Maya paused. My aunt. But she was gone when I needed her most. The next day, at a cultural center, Lila hummed a tune. This little light of mine. Maya knelt. How do you know that? Mommy sang it, Lila said. They sang together, soft and steady. That evening, Lila drew a bird. It flies high, like Mommy, she said. Daniel watched, feeling belief crack open. At dinner, Lila asked, Can Maya stay? Maya nodded. If your dad says so. It's more than okay, Daniel said. On the balcony, he admitted, She's come alive. Maya nodded. She was always alive. She just needed to be seen. Daniel looked at her. So did I. Maya's eyes flickered. You've changed too. She made me want to show up, he said. But you reminded me how. The next morning, Maya was gone. A note on the counter. Asterisk, thank you for letting me be part of her story. I wasn't meant to stay. Maya. Asterisk, Lila refused to eat, staring out the window. She left, she whispered. Daniel crouched. She was scared. Of what? Of being loved back. Lila leaned into him. You're not leaving, right? No, he said. Then he decided. He wouldn't let Maya go. At Narita Airport, Maya sat at gate 42, boarding pass in hand, flight delayed. Daniel arrived, no plan, just purpose. He saw her, shoulders tense, staring at the runway. Maya, he called. She turned, stunned. What are you doing here? I didn't come to change your mind, he said. I came to say you changed mine. You made me see Lila, see myself. He stepped closer. If you walk away, I get it. I've done it too. But I think you want more. I know I do. Her voice broke. I wasn't supposed to love her. He nodded. Me either. Miss Starr. Lila ran across the terminal, Bear dragging behind. I didn't say goodbye. Maya crouched, hugging her. I don't want to fly without you, Lila whispered. Maya closed her eyes, holding tight. Back at the suite, Maya unpacked. No deadline, no deal. Lila slept, Bear beside her. Daniel watched Maya smooth the blankets. I don't know how to do this, she said. Neither do I, he replied. But we'll figure it out together. In San Francisco, the house was cold, too big, too clean. It's not warm, Daniel admitted. Maya smiled. We'll make it feel like home. They painted walls, added color. Lila adjusted, Maya struggled. Daniel's hours grew longer. Meetings, deals, distance. One night, Lila refused dinner. I want to go back, she said. To where you were happy. Maya and Daniel froze. Later, he handed Maya a drawing. Lila's, the three of them under a smiling sun. You are home, it read. Stay, Daniel said, holding out a key. Not as a guest. As family. Maya's tears fell, not from fear, but hope. Months later, Maya stood at a gate, back in her uniform, wings pinned to her chest. Lila waved. Daniel kissed her temple. We'll be here when you land, he said. She smiled. I know. She turned back once, to the man who saw her feed a child, and gave her a world. He waved, not goodbye, but arrival.